Welcome to the Escape from Tarkov 1000 Hours experiment. I will be doing a series of streams on this game. It's a hardcore survival game. It's a first person shooter which has some realistic ideas put into the game. So I will be doing a lot of streaming on this game. The idea behind the experiment is we will be doing a basic setup from knowing basically nothing from the game. I have played this for some hours now just to get through the hardest parts, so we will not be looking at the menu as much or looking at YouTube tutorials. Yes, I will be dying a lot, but that's basically the point. You will be seeing me get better, hopefully in a time span of 1000 hours. We will be doing some reviews on what we have learned so far. I will be doing some introduction on how the game works, some beginner's tips from what I have learned in the last 10 hours of playing this game. Why I didn't start at 0? Because this game is really complex. So I didn't want to put you through the misery I have been through with this game. So I already gave myself a head start just to make things a bit more fun. In this introduction I'm going to go through the menu and some settings just to get people started on this game. So, in the menu from Escape from Tarkov we have a really basic setup of things. When you click Escape from Tarkov you go directly into the game. You can choose from playing as a scav, which has a cooldown timer of 20 minutes real time, and your main character. Basically, when you go into the game with your main character, you can set up a loadout, and everything you take with you in the game you will lose when you die or when you fail to extract. So basically, when you want to start your very first playthrough of this game, you're going to basically just bring a gun and hope you will make it out alive. Because when you die, you will lose your shit in the game and probably in real life when you overpack. So basically, we have an alpha container right here. Everything you put into the container, you will always keep. So when you find something valuable, always put it in your alpha container. Always bring a gun, because when you enter the game and you do not have a gun and just a knife, the scavs in the game will get triggered and they will fuck you up pretty badly. So basically, do not enter the game without a gun. It's a shooter, so that should tell you something. So we got these basic items, and there is basically no tutorial on how things work in here, so it's a lot of googling and experimenting. Why I chose to play this game for 1000 hours? Because it has a really steep learning curve, and we are going to see how far we can get in this time span. So as you can see, I've already played some games, and here you can see my stash. You got the basic pistols, the ammo, some water. I looted some keys, which will get you through different areas in the factory. Some electronics, a backpack, a weapon, a helmet, a laser attachment, some bandages, a splint, and some basic meds. Those meds are really going to help you get through this shit, because basically it's shit. Because the controls do not feel like anything else you have played before. And the game is already in beta for 3 years now, so probably there will be massive changes and probably an account reset. But first, some coffee. Thanks, Kevin. Basically, what I'm doing in this part is give you an introduction to look back on for new viewers and people who are watching me currently live, just for a reference of what we are going to do here. So, we got our loadout right here, which you're going to take with you in the game. And you got a tactical rig, which you can put in some magazines. You got some pockets and a backpack. You can take a backpack with you and put another backpack in the backpack. So basically, you can open the other backpack and put stuff in that backpack as well. So you can basically make some Inception shit right there. But it will be a hassle to find your shit in your shit with your shit. So if you're playing this for the first time, I would simply keep it to one backpack and just fill that up, get out and see what you can get into your stash for future uses. So you got all these different kinds of magazines, ammo types, and even reloading in the menu is really much of an effort. Pretty much when you've bought a new gun. As you can see here, I've got 18 rounds in this file. It's called differently in the game, but basically everybody knows this is a file. So, when you have this gun, you can right click on it and press reload, and it will reload the weapon with the ammo available. When you've got some issues with this, you can unload this weapon and the magazine will come out. As you can see here, the magazine has spawned here, and basically you can drag and drop a magazine into the gun. So if you want to load some ammo into a magazine before attaching it to the gun, you just drag and drop the bullets into the magazine, and then basically the magazine with the bullets into the gun. That's basically how you're gonna get started. So that's some introduction to the character, the stash, and the equipment you can bring with you. Everything you bring with you has an effect. For instance, when you bring a helmet with you, you will hear less in the game. You can also buy some things from different dealers. As you can see here, Prepper got some very interesting stuff, but it's quite expensive, so better take a scav into the game and not a PMC for your first run, since the scav will already have some loadouts and some stuff you can use in the game, and when he survives, you can take that stuff and put it on your regular character. So you can buy stuff here. As you can see, the ammo and the magazines are all separate, so it's not simply buy something and that's it and you're set up. No, you gotta do everything manual in this game. As you can see, some things here are blacked out. You can examine items which are blacked out and it will show you what it is. The problem with this is when you encounter new things in the game while looting, you have to examine basically everything. So it costs you time and you will get fucked up a lot. There's another feature in the game which is called the hideout. And the hideout is the place where you can build your own bunker. And basically I haven't done much. I built some vents. Here you have the stash, which we just went through, a lavatory, and you can upgrade your hideout, which will get you some passive in-game attributes, like for instance, when we get the intelligence center, you will see the scav cooldown timer, which is basically 20 minutes, will have a reduction of 15%. So the first thing we're gonna do is get this intelligence center running. So those were some basic introduction of the menu. Yes, this game is slow, we have long loading times, and we will be in the menu a lot. So The graphics, well, basically you want to set it to something which your computer runs as smoothly as possible. Here you can see what I've set it to, and the game is a bit buggy, so yeah, we're just gonna have to run with it. Maybe I will update this for the next time. Thank you, Ashley, for joining us. What a nice comment. What a nice comment. Always nice to see some really good feedback. Definitely. Anyhow, this was basically the introduction of what we are doing and what the game is basically about. I will not be joining in the game, which will be in the next stream, which will be starting in about a minute or so. So, thanks for watching the introduction. This is basically for future reference, and we will be playing basically now. Thanks for watching.